All right, welcome to part three. Now we're going to talk about community. Proverbs 27:17 says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." And we see this modeled in Jesus' life and as he ministered to his disciples, that sometimes Jesus would be with just one or two of the disciples, sometimes he would be with all 12, and sometimes there was even more disciples and followers of Jesus that were with him as well. And so this is a essential part of following God and being a Christian is we live in community. In fact, when we hear the word church, we're literally talking about the body of Christ. We're talking about us, and we're talking about charity, and we're talking about the Nazarene church, and we're all part of the body of Christ. We are the church. And so we want to be in community. We want to work together because we all are serving the same God. And so how do we do that? What does that look like here at Surprise Church? Well, what that looks like is we have things called DNA groups, and we also have missional communities. And these two are actually partnered with one another. A DNA group is typically where 3 or 4 people will gather together, and you will share concerns and update each other on your lives and pray for one another. And it's usually very personal, can be very hard hitting depending on what somebody's working with. And the missional community that I'm a part of, the men meet in a DNA group once a week, and we get together, and that's exactly what we do. We share with one another, we fellowship with one another, but we also take time to pray for one another and whatever we're going through that week or whatever we have coming up. And it's a great time to not only build relationship, but also to live out our faith. The other part of that is missional community, which is bigger. Maybe that's a dozen people, where you have a like mind. Maybe there's a particular group of people that you have a heart for, that you are going to purpose yourself to maybe be on mission to and to reach out to. And this is, again, an opportunity for iron to sharpen iron, for like-minded people to come together and to see that. Now, this all looks great on paper, but what does it look like in real life? It's 2017. We're all very busy. We've got lots going on. So I want you to take a couple minutes now in your group to discuss what are some of the barriers to being able to live in community, to be part of a missional community. How do we take the time to do this? So discuss that amongst yourself, and then we'll move on to the next section.